The pressure on nurses and healthcare professionals has been constant throughout this pandemic. In tonight's brief but spectacular, we hear from Tara Reinders, creator of The Clinic, an arts-based workshop designed to alleviate stress and compassion fatigue that many providers experience. Reinders is a registered nurse in Colorado. It's also part of our ongoing arts and culture series, Canvas.
I'm a registered nurse. I was a patient for the first time, and during this experience, I had an ectopic pregnancy that had burst. All these people came rushing into my room and yelling, and it was very chaotic. But I remember my nurse, and she took my hand and she whispered into my ear and she said, "I'm here and you're going to be okay." After that moment, I realized this is important work. So I began researching patient outcomes and realized that what's stopping their patients from feeling seen and heard and cared for every time is compassion fatigue and nursing burnout. And so I created a performance and workshop series to raise awareness, but also give resources and tools for resiliency. So The Clinic is an art-based workshop series and immersive theater performance. The intention was to raise awareness around compassion fatigue and nursing burnout. It brought people into the hospital for a whole nother reason than to see someone who's sick or to have a baby, but to watch an actual performance take place in the halls of a hospital. You follow a woman throughout the hospital as she eventually loses her husband. You also watch the nurses as they share from their perspective what they're going through. It's like a behind the scenes of what nurses and physicians go through every day. In the workshop, we brought nurses in and we spent time with them doing the arts and getting them into a different headspace. Currently, what our performances are looking like are called COVID stories. So now I'm using artists and nurses to come together and create this conversation so that the nurses who are inspired now after going through these workshops are actually wanting to perform, actually wanting to move and share their own personal stories.
I remember when I met you. We admitted you that day, a Friday, and by Tuesday you were very sick. I remember trying to advocate for you, and I remember being scared for myself and my family that I may have exposed.
We're supporting each other. There's moments in the workshops when we would come in and we'd touch each other and put our hands on, which we can't do that anymore, but through Zoom and through other means we can see each other, support, be present in each other's stories. A lot of times nurses have said to me, like, this is so helpful to know that I'm not feeling this alone. When I go home, I can't always explain how hard it is, how tragic it is. When our nurses are cared for, when they're seen, when they're heard, they are operating out of their strengths, they're operating out of support, and only then will they be able to give that same care and love and support to our patients. My name is Tara Reinders, and this is my brief but spectacular take on caring for nurses so that they can care for us.
Those nurses sure deserve a release valve. You can find all of our brief but spectacular segments online at pbs.org/newshour/brief.